Okay, I'm back. It seems like I'm gonna do another video. Like I was saying, I might push myself and I might not. And when I do take breaks and stuff, like I really am going through it. I'm telling myself this is stupid and like just I don't want to do this and uh just stuff like that. Like I'm like fighting this, but it's helping me out. So that's like with therapy. Like you do get to those points to where you're just like, this is fucking stupid. What the fuck am I doing? Kind of thing. But you push through it, you find out about yourself. I'll say it like that. Um, yeah, but she had said something like you do it twice and you that makes you believe it, kind of thing. But in another video, she said was telling yourself if you tell yourself 17 times a day something, you can like make yourself believe it and make it happen, kind of thing. So like, yeah, I just thought it was funny that she said do it twice and you'll believe it type thing. She just kind of throw like she does that sometimes. There was one time that really felt like she was talking to me. I was like, "Whoa, what's up?" uh, but I mean, that's the thing about it, dude. You can't really specifically pinpoint it to being towards you because like she has 1,000 people watching her and stuff, and it's like, how's it possible she's talking to me? Yes, I put a shirt on because I'm not really into like showing off, but and plus, like I said, it's about the same as what it was before when I was doing my 50 push-ups. So if you want to go see what I look like that, I did do a before and after of, you know, so if you wanted to go see the before and after, just to maybe you want to remember what I look like with a shirt off or something like that, or if you've never seen it and you want to see it, that's where it's at. Go look for it. I'm not gonna. And the only reason I'm saying this because like she actually like she's a very modest woman, and that it's like actually a really big turn on too. Like not a turn on. It's a green flag. You know what I'm saying? Like it's awesome when somebody respects themselves that much to not flaunt it like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so she's always been very modest about it. She like you can't really see you the clothes she wears like you it makes you like if you're trying to figure out if you're sexually attractive to her, you won't be able to tell if you're sexually attracted to her or not because of the clothes she's wearing and the way she keeps her camera and like where she sits at and stuff. You can't tell, you know. And but there was one day like, and it's weird because I was thinking like he's like it's gotten to the point where I was like, dude, like I feel like because she always touching on subjects that I'm like experiencing, you know what I'm saying, and it helps me out and shit. And I was like, dude, this is freaking. It makes me want to know more, like see more, like would I actually be attracted to her sexually? You know what I'm saying? And or physically, sexually, same difference, right? But I mean, I guess you got to consider your sexual appetite too. But that was the thing about you. Like, I thought we had like the same sexual appetite. Um, but with her, I could see it. I could see her. Like, it could be that way. But yeah, but so like I was thinking about it, like, and then just out of the blue, like, well, I thought about it a couple times, not a whole lot, but And maybe she had somebody actually say to her, like, you should show off a little bit more or something like that. And that's why she did it. But she ended up, like, wearing something that was a little bit more revealing. And you could just actually see what she looks like. Yeah, she's got it going on. Like, for sure. But, and she exercises too. So that's the thing about you. I don't know if she actually started exercising or not. But I mean, I can't really say much because I'm like in this. It sucks. Like I want to exercise, and I heard a voice like what she would say: "Go exercise." You know, if you want to do it, go do it. Don't let anything stop you. That's about how like she is. Don't let shit stop you. But that's how you are too. Like you don't let shit stop you. So yeah, I mean, you guys are a lot alike. Said, like I was saying, she goes to therapy and she knows trauma affects people's lives and stuff, and like she's actually doing the inner work. You know what I'm saying? But you, on the other hand, refuse to do the inner work. Oh, you changed your groups around to and that's yeah, it's a start. You know what I'm saying? But you can do. You got it in you. I, you got it in you to get this therapy thing going on, man. You can do it. I think I finally like what I'm doing right now is uh transforming you back into just a friend. So I'll probably be talking to you about this other YouTube chickie. I don't think she'd care if I call her chickie. I don't think she would get offensive about it. Offensive, defensive, whatever. Same thing. But yeah. So oh yeah, she put up another reel. It was the same picture just without the words on it. And that got me thinking, I'm like, what's that mean? Yeah. Like maybe she felt like the dude chose her or whatever, and then it's like he didn't, or it could mean he chose her and it's it's at night now and you're hanging out with him at night now or something. I don't know. So it's a little bit confusing to say the least. But yeah, since like yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this whole if like you're trying to get me to like I get it, you know, you need to be able to connect in that way, but you also need to be able to connect in the way to where you are actually speaking to somebody. And that's the whole thing. Like you told me to let you be. And like I do think about it, like sometimes people tell you to do something and mean the opposite, which I felt like you've been doing for a while, but dude, I'm telling you, dude, I'm not good at that shit, dude. And you're not giving me direction or guidance about it. So it's not like you really are helping me out. And it's more just get a response out of me kind of thing. So, I mean, it's just getting to the point to where, like, okay, whatever. We're just friends and I love you. And plus, like, you were in that whole, the way you called me up and told me you were talking to somebody and you wanted to see where it went to kind of thing. And I was like, okay, go for it, man. See, I don't know if you were trying to get me to like be jealous and be like, you don't need him, you got me. You know what I'm saying? or just seeing how much of a friend I am. Like, am I actually a friend or uh, just saying it kind of thing? Because at the time I was just your friend. But I thought about that too. I thought about that too. Like, if I was being a better friend to you, I would have been like, how long have you been talking to this guy? Don't jump into something too fast. You know what I'm saying? You seem to be pretty quick. Like, I'm slow as shit. I'll tell you that, dude. I am so slow at jumping into something with somebody. Like that whole thing I did with you. Man, I don't do that. That was actually me trying to. I was actually trying to live a different lifestyle. Actually, like fuck the way I was living. I want to try this out. But then from that experience, it was like, you know, it's not it's not gonna be like I thought, so I don't want to do that, you know. But yeah, I mean, like, just like if you're talking to somebody and you're feeling good about it, there's always this thing called the honeymoon phase. So like, basically, it lasts until it's like the whole good feeling, like everything's so wonderful, everything's going just right, and that only lasts for so long. And then basically, when you have your first disagreement, that's when that honeymoon phase ends, because then you're both revealing how you react to that type of situation that you're going through that is causing the conflict. You know what I'm saying? And that's really like, if you're thinking about being with somebody, you need to understand how they work during conflict and how they react and how you react to how they react, you know, everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, just because you're feeling good about somebody, that doesn't mean like, oh, we should see where this goes sexually kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really shouldn't be throwing it out. You don't just give it away like that just because somebody's like stroking your ego and making you feel all good and shit. That's just the guy trying to get you in bed, man. And most times when guys do that, they freaking leave. Like, wham bam, thank you, man. Goodbye. Or they just try to hold on to that piece and like, I'm getting it for free, so I don't give a shit, you know? But I mean, that's if you're actually looking to find somebody to actually fall in love with and marry and have kids with, you know what I'm saying? Which I know you want to have kids, or, well, I don't know that you want to have kids, but you have before, like, mentioned you said you would like to name your first child or your first daughter a certain, well, I don't think anybody else would ever know it. So I could actually repeat it. Patience. I like that name. That's a good name. And the when I heard that, I was like, oh wow. It was one of those other like sign things, like, or yeah, or a coincidence, I guess, a sign, whatever you want to call it. Because I'm always about being all patient and shit. Like, patience is a virtue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did have that on my bio for like ever. And then I was like, got to the point like, why do I even have a bio anyways? I don't know. I just This is not real big on Facebook. But yeah. So like, if I was being a real friend to you, I would have said all that to you instead of just being like, okay, go for it. You know, I would have been like more like, why don't you take your time? Like, don't you want to find love? You know, like real love. not just some fake shit. But I mean, if you're into the fake, go for it, you know? If that's what you feel like up to. But at the same time, I already know you hate being fake, so you like being real. You're tired of being fake and everything. But I get it, like in the world, like you kind of got to be fake to get by, kind of thing. And plus, like not everybody deserves to know the real you. Just like everybody doesn't deserve to take a dip. You know what I'm saying? Just because they make you feel good for a minute doesn't mean they deserve you. Just saying, man. I mean, it might be hard to hear or whatever, but for real, think of it as a. Okay. Think of it as your piece of. It's like I'm gonna be honest. Like sex is like, well, well. I mean, it's taken different ways from different people. But if you like actually turned it into something that's instead of just, oh, it's just fun, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you actually make it out to be something like sacred. Everybody doesn't deserve that sacredness, you know what I'm saying? If we ever talk again, I'll tell you what I was gonna say about it, but um yeah. The real reason why I'm like I am like this is because like my I think it was more my grandma was like really strict on the movies I watched, and she didn't like the stuff. Like if I was watching something with a bunch of like girls in bikinis, she'd turn it off, kind of thing, or she'd make me change the. She'd say it's not a good movie to watch and tell me to change it. Then my mom was kind of like that too. Like if I was checking some chick out on TV, she'll stare at me until I stop staring at her. Not that I would do that a lot or anything. That's what was messed up about it. And what's even more messed up about it, my brothers were doing it too, but she was staring at me like I was the one that was like making them do it or some shit, and she couldn't just fucking. It's like, be for real, dude. Uh, so there's some weirdness going on there, but at the same time, kind of like, I got the picture. Uh don't objectify women and just think of them as a piece of meat to have fun with. So like I had that kind of upbringing. Hey, yeah, a lot of messed up stuff happened, but at least I got some kind of, you know, decent kind of upbringing out of it. You know what I'm saying? And then so I mean that's kind of like how I am, why I am. Jesus, I got an itch in my throat, man. It won't go away. I think I should drink something. What? All right. So, and I mean, since you've been you know, seeing about other people. It's like, and then we're broken up now. It might have been just a spiritual type of thing, but like we are broken up now. So I'm gonna start treating you like my friend. I'm gonna tell you about my interests in other women. You're gonna be my Margot again. Is that what that means? When we kept calling each other that? Like we can come to each other with like our interests and stuff. Is that what we were going with? Is that what you meant? Like I'm on the same frequency as you? So many questions. Or were you just trying? See, that's the whole thing. If you're just trying to get me jealous and shit to make me come for you, like want to possess you, kind of shit, I don't play that game, bro. That's fucking stupid. That's fucking control. I'm not into shit about control, man. If you want to go play control games with somebody, you go do. Don't do that with me. Go play with somebody else. I don't give a fuck about that. You might as well just be a fucking puppet if you're doing that shit. Because that's what the corporate America wants you to do, or corporations want you to do that. Just be a fucking puppet. Jeez, they don't want anybody to have an actual life. They just want you to work your ass off for them so they can make money. As if money is something to have, or actually worth having. The significance is only. Uh, anyways. Yeah. I don't even know what that rant was about, really. Well, mostly sex and like stuff like that. Corporate corporations trying to control you. Huh. You could pretend as like paranoia or something, or what's that other word? Uh, it might come to me, but I think you already know what it is. Conspiracy theory. It's not a conspiracy. It's some real shit, dude. They only invented that word up because people were finding out the truth and they wanted to make it to where people would doubt those people that were telling the truth. Don't get me wrong, some of the stuff people say I think is, pretty out there. But the other stuff, But then again, I don't know. I'd have to look up some more conspiracy theory stuff to see if I actually think like it's you know, a conspiracy theory. Like a lot of stuff I hear about, I really think there are aliens, dude. Like the freaking universe is way too big for there not to be other beings out there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this, if our uh, solar system has a planet far enough from the sun to create life on it, why wouldn't other solar systems have the same potential to actually have that too? You know what I'm saying? It's just us. Only us. Nah. You know how big the freaking universe is? It's fucking huge. You're gonna tell me it's just us? Shit. Be for real. Alright, keep your mind closed off. Yeah, because it makes you feel safe. I'm not actually talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, don't take it like I'm talking to you the whole time. Like I feel like I'm talking to you, but not directed at you. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like I'm sharing my thoughts. So if you want to think I'm talking to somebody else, that's fine too. I probably will end up like switching up on who I'm talking to, just so you know. Yeah, but like I probably already said this, but if I didn't, like I'm at 25 minutes, so dang, I think I might have already talked about it though. I don't know if I did. I think I started off somewhere else. I was supposed to start off where I left off on the last video, but I did not. I kind of don't remember exactly the last thing I said. Oh, like she had mentioned something in her video, like I think I already said it. I don't want to repeat myself. I'll just keep going about other stuff. I'm not sure. It's not that big of a deal to repeat yourself, dude. It's on your mind. Just say it. All right, well, the whole two hearts thing. Like, I don't know if she was actually talking to me about it. Well, I mean, it pretty much pinpointed me because, like, I put. It's kind of like she's counting how many times I put hearts down. But how do I know it's me, though? You know what I'm saying? It could, like I say, she's got a lot of people that watch her. So maybe, like, it's just a coincidence. I put two hearts down and she's talking to somebody else that had put two hearts down. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's not even about the hearts I put down. Maybe it's another conversation completely different, you know? Get all wrapped up in this stuff, huh? Yeah, but there has to be a balance. So I mean, actuality is kind of like I want, like when I was focused and concentrating on staying focused on what I was doing, like the whole get a house, build a house, or get a house or build a house to find a chickie to get married to have kids kind of thing. Like I didn't really, you know, have and allow myself to have thoughts about, you know, possibilities of stuff. Not not in, this in depth. You know what I'm saying? It might have been better to do it that way. But I don't know. I don't know. I think, like I was saying, I think there needs to be a balance between it. And I think it was not the way I was doing it, probably wasn't the best way to do it. So, and probably the way I'm doing it now, like I said, I was kind of doing it because like it was better. Like a, you know, it's kind of like a drug. Not that like that was the only reason why I was doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually really deeply felt something with you. I still do. Just like your two reels you put up just made me feel like you were pushing me away more, or letting me know that like go do your own thing kind of thing. Because you've yet to say anything to me, so and I don't believe you will. But you could surprise me again because you've surprised me before, so that's the thing with you. that I noticed. Like, if I tell you you're something, you like to prove me right kind of thing, you shouldn't do that shit. And you really shouldn't let people joke around asshole to you because it's not really a joke. They're still programming that shit into your brain. You pretend it's a joke, but it's not a joke. They really mean that shit. If they're being an asshole to you and joking, that's a no go, bro. Don't accept that kind of treatment. Um, dang, I lost myself. But so yeah, I think this sense is so confusing. I just felt that you wanted me to. Actually, I thought you wanted me to prove that I wanted to be with you, and that's why I took off. But like after I broke down, you didn't even say anything about it, and then I thought maybe you were just gonna come anyways, but you didn't. I just felt like that was definitely you know, you telling me you don't want to, you really don't want anything to do with me, so, and then of course you're telling me not to talk to you, so, I mean, it's like if you're doing it because like that whole freaking reverse psychology shit, again, that's trying to control somebody, man. It's, it's not like, so she actually can't actually, I prefer verbally speaking, but if you can't even like write messages and stuff, just it's kind of like I get the whole thing. Like maybe you like sometimes you'll say a couple of words and then you'll look at somebody like and you'll be able to you know hit the same. You'll be able to tell each other the rest of the sentence kind of thing without even just with the look. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I thought your reels were pretty much telling me like I'm still looking for my guy. Go do your own thing, kind of thing. So